All right. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Welcome to our live stream. Today is 25th of Feb 2025, and we just like doing live stream actually. So, sound check 1 2 3 1 2 3. Can you guys hear me clearly? Sound check. Okay, all just like good right now. So, let's just like break down the chart. What's just like going on the gold right now. Wow. So looking at the goal right now, we're just like having a support and we are having like a resistance here on a previous daily candle, just like close in a bearish form, but it just like did not close below this previous strong support area. Wow. So from daily to H4 to see more better picture. So we're just like having a support here. In the same time, we're just like having a resistance here. Like a psychological number, I think so. It's like a 5200 round figure. So from H4 to H1 just like close below this support area. Wow, man. I think so. It's an opportunity I can see on the chart right now. So just like break this low, close below the support area. These are the two rejection we are having on the left hand side. So looking at H1 to M30, M30 we just like doing consolidation. Before that, this is the support I'm having, and this kind of just like closed below the support area, and now this kind of just like close with small body. It's like a messy price action right now because we are having rejections on the left hand side. Even we just like got a confirmation candle, we just like having a strong bullish, sorry, the bearish candle here, showing a strong volume in it, but suddenly just like drop the volume and close in with a small what it's mean market just like drop the volume. So in this situation, when I can see that a 30 minute is like printing like more than 100 pips, I just like need to look at a sneak peek of a 50-minute time frame. So 15-minute time frame, I think so we're just like having a resistance here right now. We just like created a support, created a resistance. So yeah, man, it's like a messy thing right now. So if we're just like going to break below this low, it's mean the candle just like breaking the low of a previous small body candle, because the candle we just like drop the volume, we just like don't have volume in it. There is no business of next candle to break the low of this small body candle. If it's just like going to break the low of this small body candle, there's a higher probability it could continuously pushing to the downside. All I just like need to worry about this rejection week on the left hand side. So if you just like pass this through this rejection with the volume, there's a probability it could continuously push in downside, because below this area we are having like a clean traffic on the left hand side. And in the same way, you know what? Right now where we are standing, if we just like going to be break and close above this resistance area, there's a very higher probability again just like can continuously pushing to the upside, because 30 minutes just like close with a small body, like lose the volume with a bearish momentum. So break and close above this resistance area. This makes sense. We are having like a clean traffic on the upside as well. But just like need to wait here. Just like need to wait. Yeah, it makes sense. It totally makes sense. It could be an impulse entry if a candle just like going to break below this low. Stop loss would be somewhere here like a 50 60 pips. So for that, if I'm just like getting like a bigger stop loss, just like need to lower the load size. Just looking at this 30-minute time frame, wow, what a support I have just like created right on a 5-minute time frame. So let's see. Wow, just like pushing to the downside right now. The next kind of create a we can break below this low. This makes sense. This makes sense. Breaking the low, just like breaking the low. Wow. Okay. Oh, wow. If it broke the low, higher probability it could continuously pushing downside. All I just like need to wait about this week on the left hand side. So yes, okay, did not broke the low yet. I just like need to see if this ask and bid price broke below this support, this like a rejection on the left hand side. This is another rejection I can see on the left hand side, but I just like need to depend on the volume in this situation. Let's see if it could break the low. Interesting. It's getting interesting right now. Okay, Come on. It could be an impulse entry in trend. Uh, oh, still. Okay. Wow. I can see the ask. Okay. Here we go. The ask and bid price just like broke the low. So looking at time frame or 50-minute time frame, this could be the stop loss. I'm just like going to be get. I'm not gonna like take a bigger risk here. So now the next candle should be this candle. The current candle should be continuously pushing downside. All I just like need to worry about this week on the left hand side. It's an impulse entry in trend right now. Just like created a support, broke below this rejection area right now. So looking at 5 minute, wow, like 5 minute also just like maintaining a good form right now. So with the volume, it's a sign of the volume. If a candle is like close with a small body, there is no business of next candle to break the low of the previous small body candle. So all I just like need to worry about, I just like need to worry about this rejection week on the left hand side. If you just like went in my favor, like 30 pips, and then come back to my break even, I just like need to start managing the risk here in this situation. You know what? But it's just like going very well in my favor. I'm just like bringing my stop loss at break even. I could close my wow. Come on. Press to continuously pushing through the downside to hit my TP actually here. So what a beautiful trade with the beginning of the stream. 50 pips just right now, just like running in your favor. Yeah, it's a free trade right now. Just like went 50 pips in my favor. Just like secure my position here. Leave the rest. Why I just like took small lower size because I just like already standing in profit. So just like don't want it to reach. Just like wanted to provide you educational content where you guys can like grab some opportunity. Wow, 60 pips right now. 60 pips you can secure 60%, you can secure almost like 90%, 70%, whatever suits you. Just like secure some position and bring your stop loss at break even. Oh, I think so today people just like joined late and missed the opportunity. It's like a impulse entry in trend by reading the candles. This is what I do every day actually. So depending on the volume, you can see we are having like clean traffic on the left hand side. I just like need it to continuously pushing to the downside and give me some extra money here. Extra money is just like always best. Yeah, could be 130, 40 pips. Let's see, because it just like broke this low. It broke this small body candle. So it's mean there's a sign of a volume. So this is how I can. So I just like get the questions from the public that whenever we just like execute on a trade, kind of just like drop the volume, and when you just like execute on a trade, market just like start showing volume in it. The reason is just like reading the candle. The previous candle just like show small body, drop the volume. If it just like drop the volume, then there is no business of next candle to break the low of small body candle. And you can see the previous trend just like in a bearish form. If you're looking at 50-minute time frame, it just like created a resistance and broke this small body candle like a low here. It just like went beautifully 60 pips in your favor. You can secure some position, leave the rest with a break. Even if you just like wanted to hold on with this with this trade, that will be a perfect scenario. If you just like come back and hit your break even, you're just like not gonna lose anything actually. So yeah, Deep just like send me a chart. Just took one trade here. So Deep, it's a 50-minute time frame, broke the low. Oh, it's a good execution. I would say that it should be filled this week on the left hand side. Does it fill this week? It's a good idea actually. And the second trade, it did a support break above these rejection, clean traffic. Very nice trade. It's also such like a very nice trade. Very nice. I think you're just like done with the day. Yeah. Just like needed to continuously pushing to downside. I think so. 50 minutes is like about to be closed now. I think so. Just like going to be take me out from this trade as a break even, and then we'll continuously pushing to the downside. But I just like already secure my position. It doesn't matter if it just like start going against me. Just like went beautifully in our direction, like a 60 pips, 40 pips, still is standing at a 50 pips, and 50 minutes just like about to be close. So yeah, very nice trade. I would say 60 again, and 50 minutes just like going to be close. Here we go. 50 minutes just like close in a bearish form, still standing 60 pips in your favor. You can secure 50%, secure 90%, whatever suits you. If you just like wanted to hold on with your trade without losing any money, if you just like wanted to build your confidence on your structure, this is a place when you should be realistic with the thing, because you me we just like don't have any kind of relation with Mr. Trump or Mr. Joe Biden or Mr. like World Bank chief executive or insurance company chief executive. I just like don't have any kind of contact with them, so I never knew that it will continuously pushing downside or not. But here I can have something in my pockets right now, so why not to take some money in my pocket and leave the rest to see if I can get some extra bonus. That makes sense. So just like be clever here, actually, I would say. Secure some position and leave the rest. Okay. Wow. Such a beautiful educational stream it is, by just like reading the candles, reading the way just like moving. Wow, look at this one. 90 pips just like right now in your favor. Just like 90 pips. Very nice. So I'm thinking about to take this money actually. Just looking at if I can get a spike towards my TP. Very nice. 100 pip, 111 pips. Okay. Okay, here we go. Just like hit with the TP actually. Just like grab almost like a 130 pips here. So I think so people just like miss this one. They just like join late actually. I just like already announced that I'm just like gonna start the stream at 4 p.m. Pakistan time. But what a beautiful structure, but a beautiful execution. What a beautiful trade it was, like a very like a mindful execution, I would say, a logical thing, realistic profit, secure 90%, leave the rest, got some extra money here. So it was like a beautiful trade, I would say. What do you guys think about it? How I just like read the candles here. Even the candle just like close with small body, just like didn't have volume in it. It's mean there's a probability the next candle should not be break the low of the previous candle. So this it's just like try to become clever with us. This market just like try to become like a clever with us, but we just like understand the concept with the education, with the experience, I would say. There is no business of next candle to break the low of the previous candle. If it's just like going to break below the previous candle low, it's mean there is a volume in the market, so higher probability it could continuously pushing downside. And this is we are having clean traffic on the left hand side. This is a pre New York session volume time. We are having tradable range. We just like got a confirmation, each and everything just like align with each other. So why not to execute? Still you just like getting a scare by with the execution. Just like lower the lower size, but be a part of your trade. Always be a part of your trade. So someone just like got 100 pips Ustaji. Waji wah, Shahrukh Saab. Very nice. Wow, look at this one, man. What a beautiful execution. Same as us, same as me. So executed TP. Wow, very nice. Very nice. Beautiful trade, I would say. वेरी नाइस शाहरुख साहब. शाहरुख खान वाला ही काम किया आपने, बस कमाल ही कर दिया भाई. ओके सो यस. Yes. Now we'll see if I'm just like going to get another structure, just like having some money with me. It's Wednesday, so we'll see if I can give my trade one more chance. ये सब आपका कर्म है उस्ताद जी। यार ये आपका अपना कर्म है जो आप लोग चीज़ों को समझते हैं। ये आप लोगों का अपना ही एक मेहनत है। It's your struggle, it's your journey, and you just like have to achieve it. Just like read the candles only. It's clean structure, nothing like some kind of indicator which just like gonna distract yourself. Just like nothing. No indicator, just like using my indicator. Just like using my eyes, executed a sell, scalps almost like 130 pips live. So yeah, very very nice. I was so the mood just like send me something. Wow, the mood very nice, buddy. Very nice and beautifully done. Wow, look at duration, just like in a 7 minute, the mood just like made $135. Who just like making $135 in 7 minutes? No one. No job will gonna pay you this thing. So very nice. Very nice the mood. Nicely done. Very, very nice done. Wow, people just like make much money here actually. So YouTube, I think so people just like miss this move on a YouTube. Yeah. Ji walaikum salam. Wow, what a closure here actually. So now what you can do, you just like need to remove this support area. Now market just like already moved a lot, and now you just like need to wait for some support to be formed. Let's just like create some resistance, and then if you just like giving you some kind of a confirmation candle, there's a probability that it will just like gonna fill this range. And if it's just like going to be create some kind of a support right now somewhere here, there's a probability next candle break the support. This is the range you are having on the left hand side. So what a beautiful, this is the trade I have just like took during the like a Asian session. I was just like doing my sari that time. So I was just like execute this bias, expecting the candle just like don't didn't have a bottom wick, looking at the 30-minute time frame, 30-minute breaking above the previous candle high, executed a buy. It just like went 50 60 pips in my favor. I just like wanted it to continuously pushing up, so just like showing me strong volume. The candle just like don't have a bottom wick, but it's like not even just like rejected, just like coming back into the range. So I just like lose my position. Then I just like wait for the candle. Didn't get into any kind of FOMO that I just like lose or trade. So I just like need to wait for the candle to be closed now. So after that, I just like saw that candle just like close in a strong bullish candle. With a strong bullish candle, the candle which just like don't have a bottom wick. See this one? This is I just like explained in my previous trade, last day trade. Remember that? So candle just like don't have a bottom wick means candle should be continuously pushing to the upside. Now I just like go to candle which just like close above the resistance area. And if someone who just like took one-on-one session with me, you guys will remember your this session where I just like explain it very well. The candle just like don't have a bottom wick, break and close above this current resistance area. Higher probability we are having clean traffic tradable range. So I'm just like going to get like a bigger stop loss. So I just like lower the lot size and use like a dynamic risk, one entry here, one position here. Stop loss was the previous 50-minute candle low, because it should not be break the low of that candle. Now we're having like a strong bullish candle, having no bottom wick, confirmation candle, clean traffic, tradable range, sitting with a volume. This candle clearly showing volume in it. Why not to go with the dynamic risk? So executed here, two entries, secure almost like 100 pips here, and leave the rest and the rest position, which I just like leave there. I just like grab almost like 360 50 pips, 360 to 50 pips. Wow. See this one? This is how I can hold long trades. And this could be my extra bonus. Extra bonus just like become like 70 $80. I remember that. So why not? See the same thing I implement here. Here the candle just like have us. Like look at, I'm just like waiting for my structure to be formed on the charts. If nothing gonna be appear on the chart same how I actually wanted to see, I'm not gonna execute. I will just like wait for my structure to be formed. So today I just like go to opportunity. Both are from my structure. I executed here. I just like go with a higher risk, having higher probability here. I just like already make money. Why not to just like go with a small risk? Why to lose up money I just like made before? But still, structure worked out in a perfect way. Manage the risk, close complete position. Here we go. Wow, look at the man where I just like close my position. What a beautiful closure. So on a YouTube, someone just like secure 62 pips. Shabazz Doger, very nice. Shabazz, very nice. यार बहुत अच्छे. Yesterday in NY session, I also wanted to take the same trade as you, but I didn't enter because I lacked confidence. How can I build more confidence in my setup? Just like use low lot size. Just like use low lot size and be a part of your structure. Once markets start going in your favor, it will start building your confidence actually. So first you just like need to build confidence on your structure, then just like no need to worry about anything. Once your structure just like right in front of your eye, in front of your eyes, standing right in front of you, just like execute. Don't think about anything now. Just be a part of your structure, but with a low load size. First, just like go with a low load size, that will start building your confidence. So, sir, but it in the previous 30-minute candle, it had wicked up and then broke the previous candle low after 2 minutes. After 2 minutes, but it did not work. Which one you just like talking about, Sayed Saab? This one, this one. Previous candle low after 2 minutes, but it did not work. Which one you talking about? This one or what? This one? I don't understand. Just like send me chart on my Instagram. Took same trade close 80% at 42 pips and remaining 20% at 129 pips. Very very nice. Normed. Very nice, buddy. Very nice. Uh, know the current selling setup. Okay. So Baz just like send me the chart. Musa walaikum salam. So I took sell here when the 50-minute candle closed bearish and the next candle was about to break the low. So I took a sell price. What is this? Okay. So price goes 15 pips in profit. So I trailed my stop, but came back and stopped. Oh, 15 pips is like nothing these days, buddy. Why you just like trading, start trailing your stop loss at and a 15 pips? Wow. Why? I mean, like, why? Just like give some breathe to your trade actually. These days, 10, 15 pips is just like nothing. Yeah, if it just like went 20 pips, I would say 22, 30 pips in your favor and come back to your entry. I would say still just like go close 50% position. Don't close the complete position. You just like need to believe the structure. Let me just like look at your chart here. So yeah, it actually makes sense. It actually makes sense. Look at this one. I think so. This is a trade Raja Bro just like took during the live stream. Yeah, I just like didn't took this one, but it makes sense. It makes sense to grab some pips. And your why you just like to place your support somewhere here. You can see this was your support right on the bodies, and this can just like don't have upper wick, and it is close below the support area. So in this situation, you know what? Why you just like executed a sell here? I don't know why you just like execute a sell or a buy. It is. It's a sell or a buy. Baz, the previous execution it was a sell or a buy. I think so. It's a buy. Am I right? What is this? It was a buy when the 50-minute candle closed bullish, stop out, and no, it's like a wrong entry. You can see market just like pushing into the bearish momentum here. This candle even just like close in a bullish form, it just like did not close above the previous candle high. So why just like going for the counter trade setup, and why just like executed a buy here, man? It's a wrong entry. Just like there was like no structure to take a buy till right now. It's just like not showing any kind of volume in it. Even this candle just like close with no upper wick. Why you just like did not close like your 90% position here? Even you just like went sitting in the buy and it just like went in your favor. Like how much pip from 95 to, it's just like went 50 pips in your favor, and the candle is like closed with no upper wick. You just like did twice a mistake here, did not secure some position. Are you just like trying to recover some losses here? Is there something going on in your mind actually? See, still candle just like did not break above the previous candle high. I took a buy based on a 50-minute dead price will retest the high. Why? Why? It's just like no confirmation there yet, so it will retest the high. Even it's just like showing you twice that it's just like might be not gonna work. Number one, this candle did not break and close above the previous candle high. Did not even break above the previous candle high as an impulse entry. Second thing, even it just like went in your favor, it just like closed with no upper wick. So why not to start managing the risk here? Why you just like wait for the candle to hit your stop loss or just like a break even something like that? And this is the first trade you just like took. It's like doesn't make sense to be honest. So I'm just like here to dictate actually. So next time you're just like not gonna repeat the same mistake. But here it totally makes sense. The candle just like don't have a upper wick and close below this current support area, giving you the confirmation candle. This is a wick field structure you are having on the left hand side. If you just like executed a sell here, and if even you just like wanted to manage the risk, it should, as it just like went in your favor 15-20 pips, come back to your break even, you just like need to close 50% position. Keep your stop loss somewhere here. If you just like close 50% position, now you're just like going to be lose less here. So why you just like close the complete trade in this situation? Is it like something like the high of the candle we just like hit your stop loss? Is it the high of the candle? Is it like break its own high, or is it just like on a body actually? Here I trail my stop above the body. No, 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 no. You just like need to close 50% position and rest just like break with the leave with the with your structure actually. Here with the stop loss, just like close 50%. Now, if it just like went down and you can see just like feel the at the end, it just like feel the wick on the left hand side. So structure still worked out in a very beautiful way. The structure still worked out in a very beautiful way, but you just like I don't know why just like getting into some kind of a panic condition to bring your stop loss at a body of this candle. Yeah, I think so. This could be a good risk management if you just like go with a 50% closure and a 100% closure. You should have to be needs like need to be put something on a table like on a stake. If you are sitting with a good structure actually, this is some kind of a good structure you are having, and you are having this range like a 50 pip to fill this range. And if you just like even I don't know why you just like even you just like getting scared, you trailing your stop loss, why not to close like a 50% 90% somewhere here, and then bring your stop loss somewhere here or at a break even. That is also like a situation you can have there. So there's like a lot of things you just like need to make notes in this both trade actually. I will recommend you, I will suggest you buddy, Mr. Baz, just like make notes on these both trade and do some simulation on or do some back test this same structure again, and this gonna be worked out for the next time, because market just like not gonna close today. You just like gonna again face this kind of structure again. So why not to just like practice and don't repeat the same mistake. You there's like a lot of things you just like need to learn, like the risk management, the best way to manage the risk, best way for the execution, why when where should be the execution. So there's like a lot of mistake you have just like done here buddy. Wow. Wow, man, look at this one. What I could be grabbed there if I just like never close my trade. I can't get anything if I just like didn't secure any position. See, I don't have any relation with the Trump. So why to become like a greedy person here? So yeah, took same trade, close 80% at 42 pips and remaining 20% at 129. Very nice. Wow, wow, wow. YouTube just like insane right now. So looking at this one, Mr. Musa just like send me a chart here. Okay, sir, it's yesterday trade I took. I think that is the example of impulse. Yeah, it's like a beautiful trade. I just like took the same trade actually, and I just like posted a complete story on my Instagram and break it down that why I just like executed a sell. It's like a beautiful execution. Market just like broke this consolidation area. This candle just like closed in a bearish form, showing a bearish momentum right now after the consolidation. Then this candle just like created a wick. Now this is the cross version of the candle just like don't have a bottom wick. It's like a very educational. Just like keep your eye on this thing. What I'm just like going to be tell you. Okay. So you can see that this candle just like don't have a bottom. Same thing which I just like executed a buy today. But here the situation are different. Market is like in a bearish trend. This candle did not even break above the previous candle high. 15 minutes just like did not break above the previous candle high. 15 minute even just like created a resistance here somewhere here. It was just like created a resistance. Then this candle, which is like don't have like a creator wick and break the low of a candle which is like don't have a bottom wick. A candle, a bullish candle which is like don't have a bottom wick, means there was just like no sellers were there to create a wick actually. If there's like no sellers, it's mean higher probability candle should be continuously pushing upside. But if a candle just like break the low of a candle and you are sitting with a trend like a bearish one and you just like got a candle and it just like broke this low, this is also a structure which I just like teach in one-on-one session like many times to my students who just like sitting here. So you will see that there's like a this bearish one, the sellers just like become heavier on the buyers in this situation. It's like a more strong confirmation that there's a probability, but depending on the volume it could continuously push into the downside. So I just like executed a sell here, but my stop loss was somewhere here, like here somewhere here. It was just like a week because there's no business of this candle now to come back and retrace more than 50% of its own body actually. So my stop loss was somewhere here, but it just like went up 130 40 pips in my favor and I just like close everything there. Such a very beautiful trade it was actually. Very nice. Just like by reading the candles. Yes. Yeah, what a beautiful. Very nice. The SL is very short. So if the SL is very short, then why not to keep that the same SL? If you just like getting a small SL, why not to close 50%? Even with a small SL, Musa. Oh, am I? Oh, Musa, what SL you just let go? I just like mix your message with the bars actually. So sir, please check my entry. Let me see. Zainul Hassan. Yeah, it's like a beautiful entry, buddy. We just like took a same entry here. Look at this one. The 30-minute candle just like close with a small body. No business of the next candle to break the low of a small body candle. If it just like broke the low, there's that's mean there's a volume. So we can grab some opportunity here. So you just like what a beautiful execution you just like took there. Very nice. Where does my zoom go on? All right. So what a beautiful entry I would say. What a beautiful. You just like close some position here and leave the rest and close completely here. Very nice. Such a nice and beautiful entry. So I broke last week. I booked 100 pips. Very nice. I also booked somehow like 130 pips, something like that. It's just like straight away towards my TP. Tap the TP and then just like rejected from this area. Wow. So always be realistic with the markets. You are not a market maker. You cannot move a single, a tiny candle even. So as a retail trader, you just like need to accept the outcome. Rather it's a risk management or rather it's like going in your favor. Just be realistic with the things actually. Yes. It's like very few people just like appear today actually on a Zoom and on a YouTube as well. Wow. Is it some kind of weekend going on? Now once they just like going to be watch my story, next time you will see that everyone just like gonna appear on the live stream. So just like waiting here. Just give me 1 minute. Okay. So all right. So Jeet just like send me a chart here. Kessler, you explained to Bars the same trade I took entry when it made a lower wick and break its own high. Session was bullish at the time and a support form on the previous resistance. Please check. Let me see this one, Jeet. Which one, buddy? This one? Oh, you just like took a buy here? Yeah, just like explain it, buddy. I just like explain it. This is a trade actually makes sense. I think that you just like manage the risk with Raja Bro actually. But this is actually it's just like I would say this candle did not even break above the high after created a long way. If you just like wanted to go with the another 50% that is just like gonna work out for yourself, like we are having something like a 50% probability. If you just like wanted to go with another 50% that it's just like gonna work out for yourself, then wait for this candle to create a wick and break its own high. So then you can give your trade a second chance or just like hold on with it. But you just like close your position, I think so on a break even. So it totally makes sense. It totally makes sense. Look at this one. If you just like never secure some position by reading the candle, you might be sitting with the losses. And here is like, yeah, uh, yeah, very well. I just like explained it already, buddy. So you explained to Baz the same trade I took entry when I made a lower wick and break its own high. Session was bullish. Oh, you just like send the same message again, buddy. Am I right? Entry and concept. You know what? Execution, you know what, should be somewhere here if you just like wanted to go with another position because this candle just like close above the previous candle high now. If the third candle break above this rejection high after creating a long wick and you still wanted to go with the another 50% just like gonna continuously pushing upside in your favor, so that makes sense because 50 minutes just like having a less probable than the 30-minute time frame and it's just like didn't even close above the previous candle high. You can see market just like was in a bearish trend at that moment. It just like fill this complete range here. Like bounce one, it's a bounce two, and if you just like wanted to go for the bounce three, it should be break and close above this area. Or might be the next candle create a week and break above this high. So this makes sense to take a buy actually. This makes sense to take a buy. This is like not a good confirmation candle, just like a small body and also close below the previous candle low and it's also like a 50-minute time frame. I just like watched that candle but I didn't execute it due to these reason actually. But after creating a long wick, if you're just like going to break above this high to retest this high, so this makes sense with another 50% probability. Yeah, that makes sense, but it just like didn't break above the high. This totally makes sense. The candle just like broke below the support. If you just like wanted to go with a tiny risk, a tiny profit, actually, I would say these days I would say this 30-40 pips just like a tiny profit. So look at this one. It's just like fill this wick on the left hand side. In this way, just like close 50%. You just like already have a small stop loss. Why not to close 50%? Because if you're already having a small stop loss and you just like manage the risk like close 50%, then I would say leave the rest with the stop loss and believe your structure. I didn't manage the trade, but entry at concept was right on first trade. I just like explain this one, buddy. I just like explain it. Okay, so no, no, the regular ones are still here, even though I joined late and missed the trade, but watch it back just for education. Yeah, it's like very important to watch the stream for the education actually, because it's just like not gonna appear today. I'm just like continuously fighting these kind of structures and adopting this kind of structure from it's been like 5 years now. I'm just like in this industry. Still, I'm just like doing the same work, attempting the same structures. But with time, it's just like getting more clear and more better day by day. So, create a support on a 50-minute time frame. What do you wait for resistance as well, or take another sell if it breaks the previous candle low? So, you know what? Looking at a 50-minute time frame, if you're just like going to be create some kind of a resistance here If you're just like going to be create some kind of a resistance here, giving some kind of a confirmation candle, so there's a probability it's gonna retest the low. It's like going to be break and close above this resistance size, so this is the opportunity to take a buy. So buys make sense if again are going to be break and close above this resistance high, and sells make sense if you just like going to be create some kind of a resistance. A candle should be close on a support on a resistance area, so you can go for the retest. You can go for the retest. So this is the range now we are having. This is the support you got here. If you're just like going to give you some kind of a confirmation right on the resistance area, so this is a range of 130 pips. If a candle is like going to be close in the shape like this, so you can give your trade a chance to fill this range. Or the next thing could be if a candle just like didn't let you to execute somewhere here and just like close somehow like this with a strong body, so this is the way how can you can give your trade a chance for the sells. And buys make sense if I'm just like going to be get a candle which just like going to be close above this current resistance high, so that is the opportunity for the buys. Look at this h1 just like rejecting. So for that you just like need to wait now, just like need to wait. Looks like it's still going up, so I guess we wait for new resistance. Yeah, just like need to wait for new structure to be formed. It's like very important to wait for the new structure to be formed actually. Cat is your friend, I think. I'm just like having twin brother actually. I am having two cats, both are my friend actually. When I'm just like sitting alone, I'm just like sitting on the chart waiting for some structure to be formed. They just like come to me. First they just like start playing with my cursor, this cursor. They just like try to grab it actually, but at the end he just like realized that he cannot grab it. But then he start like praising me, just like start loving me, and then just like went to other side to sit on the chair and then sleep there. It's a it's his daily routine actually, you know what. So guess sir how to take trade on this current scenario. Sayed yaar wait करे proper structure का, wait for the proper structure to be formed, then you can give your trade a chance. You just like need to wait. Is it possible if you can explain your last buy trade where your fund SL hit and then you buy and add one? I already explained it, but again for you, Mr. Zain Wasan, just for you, buddy. Look at this one. The candle started with the bigger picture, actually 30-minute time frame. 30-minute candle even break above this current resistance area high. 30-minute created a support. This candle showing a strong volume break and close above the previous candle high. Next candle should be continuously pushing upside, but it just like did not break above the high. Then it's like create a resistance. Now this candle which just like don't have a bottom wick break above the previous 30-minute high, executed as an impulse entry, went 50 pips in my favor, then start rejecting and just like coming back into the range. So I just like closed my trade here, took a small loss, and then I just like never executed a trade quickly that now it's just like gonna work out. Then I just like wait for this candle to be closed. I was just like having the candle just like going to be closed with no bottom wick, and if it's just like going to be closed with no bottom wick, a 30-minute time frame, higher probability it could shoot up to the upside, at least somewhere here. So I just like getting like a bigger stop loss. Look at this one. I was just like having like a bigger stop loss here, like 130 pip, like a bigger. So I just like quickly flip on a 15-minute time frame in this situation. 50-minute time frame, if I'm going to be execute somewhere here placing stop loss here, it could be like 100 pip. Like I just like and how I can like execute and be a part of by getting like a smaller stop loss. So I made a plan, why not to go as a dynamic risk. In a dynamic race, I never put my complete position into one way. I will just like tore my position into two pieces. You guys just like remember that the dynamic risk entry on a risk management session. So I just like put one entry here, second entry I just like put here. My stop loss was standing here, and it's just like start flipping upside, start going upside, and then just like it went like 130, 40 pips in my favor, almost like fill 50% of the range on the left hand side. As it just like went here, reject from this area, then I just like close my 90% position here. I just like close my 90% position here and leave the rest with the break even that it will keep pushing upside. And it just like went almost like how much? Almost like one 360 pips. So just like close it. And why just like hold this trade? Because today also was like a Wednesday. So on a Wednesday or Thursday, if I'm just like sitting on a profit with a Monday or Tuesday, and on a Wednesday I try to hold my like trades actually, because depending on the volume there's a probability I can grab some opportunity. Like same thing I just like attempt here and grab like almost 130 pips. Yeah, so just like done with the day actually. I think so I should be done with the month as well. Today is just like 25th of Feb, and tomorrow we just like going to be get like what is tomorrow, Thursday or Friday. Yeah, 2 days left for the ending of the week, ending of the month actually. And for this month, current situation on this account for the current month, I think so. It's just like standing almost like a pretty much in a good position. Just like looking at the percentage, do not look at the size of the account. It will react in the same way. Just like standing with $1,870 in profits. With the $5,000, I'm making like a $2,000. It's almost like nearby 40%, I would say. So making 40% in a month, I think so that just like more than enough. What you guys think about it? I just like used to like I would say like even if I just like make 5%, 10%, I consider it as more than enough. But if I just like got an opportunity where I grab like 40%, that's just like awesome, I would say. But realistically, I mostly try to take like 10%, 5%. Bro, that's super impressive. Yeah, Shahir bhai, it's like that. Okay, so just like need to wait now. Just like need to wait. Let's see how market is like going to be create new structure. All right. Wow, what a closure, I would say. So you can understand this thing. If I just like never be realistic with the thing and I did not secure some position and become more greedy like I'm expecting the candle should be continuously pushing downside and fill this complete range, I might not going to be have anything right now with me. Might be right now I'm just like sitting in a drawdown and hoping for the market to again went in my favor so I can take some money. So why not to be realistic with the thing and secure some position and leave the rest? Because market just like open like 24 hours, it just like have to move somewhere, it have to be moved to the upside, it have to be moved to the downside. But when you are just like sitting on the chart on a session or on a volume time, so where you can grab the opportunity, where you can grab your chunks, that's the important thing actually. Rather it's just like it's a buy or it's a sell actually. Where you can grab the opportunity by reading the candle, that's actually matters. So once you just like got your chunks, just like close the chart. After that it just like went in your favor like 300 pips or 500 pips, doesn't matter. It was not your chunks actually, you just like already got yours. So because market just like have to be moved somewhere, let it go. You just like close the chart, then don't worry about the market where it's just like heading towards like going against you or going in your favor. So stop doing this thing. This will just like start getting you out from the condition of FOMO. You will start controlling the FOMO condition actually. You will start building the patience in yourself. Yeah. Damn, today I'm just like again going to be faced like internet connection or technical issues today actually. Today I'm just like gonna close the relation with this current internet connection actually. Just like gonna go with another company. Today again I just like lose the internet. I'm just like using my secondary internet here. It's hilarious actually. So yeah, just like waiting. You know what? Let me see. We are heading towards, wow, the candle, the weekly candle actually. Just like don't have a upper wick, and that this candle created a wick and now pushing to the upside. There's a probability if there's like sorry, if there's like a volume, or if we just like going to be hit with some kind of like a news of war, some geopolitical tension, or if Trump just like really going to be implement the tariff like from 10% to 15%, you know what? Very high probability just like gonna feel this high this week on the left hand side on a weekly time frame. For the swing trader, I would say it's like a but fundamental condition only like will hold the buyer's position actually. On the higher time frame, it's just like clearly showing a strong bullish momentum in it. So there's a probability if the things just like didn't calm down, like Iran war with the US or the tariff trade war, if it's just like getting worse, it will fill this range. And as we just like also heading towards monthly candle about to be closed, this candle just like don't have almost like a bottom wick, this kind of created a wick. So again, probability with the higher time frame in last days might be just like pushing to the upside, but it's just like totally in this situation on a high time frame like for a swing trader, the fundamental conditions should be in their favor. The fundamental conditions should be in their favor. Wow, just like breaking above the high now, just like breaking above this high now. There's like 4 minutes left for this candle to be closed, but let me see how much is just like already moved here. Wow, man, just like almost moved like more than 200 pips. Let's see how it's just like going to be closed in 4 minutes. 3 minutes left. Look at this one. 30-minute break and like breaking and closing above this area. Wait for the closure. Yeah, I'm just like looking at all time frame, looking at H1, M30, M15. Yeah, if it's just like going to break and close above this resistance area, there's a higher probability the next can create a wick and break above this high. This is a clean traffic you are having with you guys. Let me see how this can just like going to be closed in 2 minutes actually. Okay, impulse buy on H1. No, 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 no. There's nothing like H1 impulse buy, buddy. I would say it just like broke above the high in the last few minutes. So it would be better to wait for this candle to be closed. Look at the time frame. Just 2 minutes left for the candle to be closed. And if it's just like going to be closed far away from this resistance area, again like this one, I would say wait for the new structure to be formed. Then if it's just like going to be get a single resistance and next can break above that resistance, very high probability it's gonna fill this range. So just like about to be close in 1.5 minutes. If it's just like going to be close somewhere here and the next candle create a wick, break above this both rejection high, placing stop loss somewhere here in the within the range, so probability it's gonna fill this range with the volume actually. So this makes sense. Let's see. I'm not going to execute any more trade. I just like already took 3 trades today. 2 trades actually. Yeah, 3 trades actually today. So let's see how just like about to be close. Yeah, just like 3 trades actually today. Wow, it's just like overextended now. It's just like completely overextended now. It just like leave you. It just like leave you alone in the last minute. It just like move from this area almost like 50 pips. It's just like overextended now. Overextended now. I will never give my trade a chance in this situation. I will wait for at least like a one resistance to be formed. I would like to see a resistance to be formed even on a 50-minute time frame. And then if a candle going to create a wick, break above this high, this is the probability I can give my trade a chance to fill this range. This is something makes sense to me. Yeah, just like close above the resistance area now. Now, can anyone tell me what is the session trend going on? When I just like executed, that was a bearish trend going on. Can anyone explain me that no need to go into any kind of overthinking? Just like realistically, can you explain what session trend just like going on right now? Looking at H4, H1, M30, M15, reversal. Reversal means just like write down bullish or bearish. Yeah, it's just like a bullish one. Now the trend, the session trend just like become the bullish trend now. Before where I just like executed, it was like in a bearish form. So you just like need to get enough knowledge with yourself at least to understand what is the session trend going on at the moment. That's like very important, I would say. Now session trend become like a bullish one. Before the session trend one. So we just like no need to go into overthinking that the what market is like showing before the session trend was just like a bearish one. So I just like go with first execution was just like totally with the plan of like with the buys of sells. So executed a sell, secure some money. Now if I just like wanted to make new plan, I would like to break down the chart from higher time frame to lower time frame. I can easily see that market just like created a support, it just like created a resistance. Now just like break and close above the resistance. So let me remove this resistance. If I'm just like sitting with a new structure, suppose let's just like start it break it down again with the beginning actually. Just like forget about the trades I just like took. So let's just like break it down with the beginning structure. So starting with the daily time frame, I was like having a support and this is the resistance I'm having on the daily time frame. Suppose you just like come on the chart right now, so how should you could make a plan? Is it is something for the beginners or for someone who just like having misunderstanding to understand the structures. So from daily to h4, h4 just like you can see created a resistance. The candle just like close with very small body and with no top wick as well. So h4 to h1 you can see we're just like having a resistance and this is a support we are having here as well. Let me see this one. I'm just like taking current resistance and a current support area. So from h4 to h1 you can see we're just like having this resistance area. This is the resistance above this area. It's like still like a very pretty great resistance because above this area it's like having a pretty much like 100 pip range into it. So looking at H1, look at this one. It's just like having a long rejection wave. So how I can understand where I can place my support area if I can see the candle just like having a long wick here. So for that I just like need to jump from H1 to M30. Here H1 just like showing you a long wick, but on an M30 it should be having like some kind of a support in it. So jumping from H1 to M30, you will see we are having like a support area here now. Just like go to new support area, this candle close above the previous candle high, but it's like already just like moved almost like 300 pips, 250, 260 pips, something like that. So just like still I can see on h1 this is like a wick. On m30 it's just like give me some kind of a support, but still there's like a huge volume because if I'm just like going to be use a 15 a 30-minute time frame, I might going to be get like a bigger stops like more than 160 70 pips. So what should to do now? What should I do now? I should need to wait for again, like just like need to look at or just like need to jump from 30-minute to 50-minute where I can get good confirmation, like where I can get like smaller stop loss. So for for looking at that one, I just like need to jump from 30-minute to 50-minute time frame. All right, on a 50-minute time frame, I can see I just like go this support area. Here I just like need to stop now. Here I just like need to stop now without getting into any kind of like overthinking. I'm just like gonna take this my last support, not gonna use any kind of 5-minute time frame. 5 minutes just like having a low confirmation than the 50-minute. 30 minutes is like having a more stronger confirmation than the 50-minute. So here I can see market just like already overextended like 266 pips, and it will be great. Now I can see this candle just like showing the three candles just like consecutively, sorry, printed in a bullish form. All I need the candle just like going to be create some kind of a resistance here, like might be a 50-minute will be a considerable, like a candle just like should have to be closed with a small body, something like that. And then if I just like going to be get a candle, going to be create a wick break above this high, so this is a place where I can give my trade a chance, because now I'm going to be face clean traffic, tradable range, volume, these all things here. See this one? So this is the place where I can give my trade a chance, because if I'm going to be execute somewhere here, I might going to be get bigger stop loss. Look at this one, 100 pip stop loss still there. Still there's like a 100 pip stop loss, and still it's just like move like 260 pips. Here when I just like executed somewhere here, I was just like getting like a 50-60 pip stop loss. See this one? This is a huge difference between this structure and this structure. So in this way, I just like got my support, I got my resistance. Market just like showing a bullish session trend right now. This could be a target I can have on the left hand side, this one. So still from here to here, it's like a pretty much range here, like a 100 pip range, but still it's just like already overextended. So what I should do? Two scenarios I can see in my chart, like while wait for the candle to create some support, give me some confirmation candle, so I can take a buy with a strong body candle to retest this high, and with the volume it could be continuously pushing to the upside. These are the scenario I'm having with me. The second one, if a candle just like going to be create a resistance, going to be create some kind of a support, and then break and close below the support, so I can go for the sells again. It could be a counter trade setup in this situation. These are the scenario I'm having in my mind right now. Or the second one, if it's just like going to be create a resistance, simple resistance, and break above the resistance, so this is the scenario I'm having with me. Make sense? All I just like need now, I just like need to build patience in myself for the structure to be printed on the chart. That's it. Sir, finally I learned how to close poetical on mobile amplify. What partial? Oh, partial poetical. What is this poetical? Congratulations. Oh man. Yeah, these are the scenarios actually. See this one? So practice will tell you the traction of the market. If you can start predicting like where market can be go for the next 15 minutes, I think so you will become, even like if you just like start understanding where market could go like in the next 5 minutes or 10 minutes, you will start making money. That's it. That's a simple thing I always implement on the charts. Just wait for my confirmation, go to the confirmation, wait for my structure to be formed, clean traffic, reading the candles, looking at volume, looking at two structure impulse entry or confirmation candle makes sense, go some structure, then calculate my risk and just like execute. Okay, let's see now. Let's see if it could create some kind of a resistance here. Then break above this high, depending on the volume, should be continuously pushing upside. You know what, if I was sitting alone, even it's just like going to be creator resistance, might be I'm not going to execute here. You know why? Because right after this closure might be there few minutes left for the NY to be open. सो सलाम भाई, मुझे ये पूछना था कि पाकिस्तान में एक ट्रेडर जो कि लास्ट M30 की सपोर्ट मार्क करवाता है, और जैसे ही मार्केट उस सपोर्ट को टच करती है तो उसी टाइम M1 और ज़ीरो कन्वर्ट हो जाता है, और वहाँ जैसे ही प्राइस एक्शन बनता है तो ट्रेड लेने के लिए कहता है, इस पे वो क्लासेस भी देता है और इससे वो राजा बैंक्स प्राइस एक्शन करता है। और क्या ये सही है? अच्छा मुझे बताओ एक बात, उमैर, यूज़ कॉमन सेंस। यार अगर कोई ऐसे करता है, कभी आपने मुझे 1 मिनट टाइम फ्रेम या राजा भाई को 1 मिनट टाइम फ्रेम या 5 मिनट टाइम फ्रेम यूज़ करते देखा है? We just like do live stream. There's like a lot of data you just like gonna find out on on a YouTube. तो जब नहीं देखा तो आप किसके साथ कंपैरिजन कर रहे हो? हमारा कोई चक्कर ही नहीं है। दूर दूर तक कोई लेना देना ही नहीं है। ये तो सभी है यार, अपना अपना कोर्स बेचने आ जाते हैं, अपने अपने तरीके से चीज़ों को। बेसिकली मार्केट फील्ड यूनिवर्सिटी एंड द लाइव स्ट्रीम एक्चुअली प्रोवाइड यू टूल्स। वो आपको टूल्स देती है, आगे इसके बाद आपका अपना एक माइंड सेट है आपका। अल्लाह ताला ने हर इंसान को अपने हिसाब से बनाया यार, उसकी अपनी एक अप्रोच है। I just like never gonna say that we are the only one who just like profitable in this industry. Many people just like doing trading and making much money from this out of this industry actually by using their own perspective. So the reason to explain this thing, I'm just like need to explain that we are just like offering the tools here, which will you use while trading with some structure, while some like attempting some trades there. So by using those tools with your own perspective, it's just like gonna work out in an any way actually. But I never ever use like 1 minute time frame. Raja bro never ever use like a 1 minute time frame. This thing just like working for us, so why we just like need to flip on another strategy? Why we just like need to learn the another strategy if our strategy is like working for us? If I'm just like making money, it's like more important for me to continuously making money. So just like doing the same thing. Raja bank university course, lot of knowledge there, recommended, yes. सो सबसे पहले तो उमैर, यहाँ पे किसी के साथ कंपटीशन ही नहीं है, आपका अपने साथ ही कंपटीशन है। दिस लाइक नो, नो वन इज लाइक स्टैंडिंग अगेंस्ट यू। दिस देयर इज ऑलवेज यू वर्सेस यू। देयर इज ऑलवेज यू वर्सेस यू। सो डोंट कंपेयर योर सेल्फ, माई सेल्फ, अदर सेल्फ with anyone. Let them do whatever they just like doing. You just like need to use the common sense, what's just like working for you. Thus they are just like doing like live streams. They are just like consecutive making money. If they're just like having good results, follow them. If they're not offering anything like that, just like take it as a scammer. Simple. Always keep your thoughts like a crystal clear. So look at this one. This scanner just like about to be closed in 3 minutes. In 3 minutes, this 50-minute candle just like going to be closed. It will be better to wait for this candle to be closed. If we're just like going to be closed in a bearish form, that's mean we're just like going to be get a resistance area now. What if candle close bearish and the next candle wicks down and breaks the bearish candle high? That would be a good impulse entry. Would need to wait for a new bullish candle to close above the resistance or take impulse buy, depending on the structure. You just like going to face like a volume and just like showing in it. Right now this candle just like break above the previous candle high. So if the next candle create a wick, break above this high, if there's like a volume, there's a probability it could continuously pushing upside. This makes sense. So Jabran Khan just like send me something. Check this, sir. I took sell, but stop loss hit where I'm wrong. Okay, Jabran Saab, let me see this thing for you. Okay, Jabran just like send me the chart here. Jabran, actually this makes sense, but how much this scanner just like moved? Is it like moved a lot? Is this scanner moved a lot? Do let me know. Let me see on my charts actually. Okay, so you took a, what time frame it is? It's a 30-minute time frame. 30 minutes. This is the candle where you just like took a sell. Am I right? So you just like need to understand how much it's just like moved. It's moved like 230 pips. See this one? The same scenario appear right now. This candle just like move more than 200 pips. So am I like taking any execution yet? See this one? I'm just like telling it's just like already overextended. Like 200, 270, 60 pips. It's like a move in a bullish form. See this one? That's why I'm just like why I'm just like not taking execution here. The same concept was implementing here. You should need to wait for some structure to be formed, and you're just like looking at a smaller time frame. You just like created a support, then this broke the support area, and here we just like grab the opportunity. See this one? Market always move in waves. There's two parties who just like always balance the market. Number one, buyers, and number two, like sellers. If there's like only buyers, market cannot be balance itself. If there's like only sellers, market cannot be like balance itself. Market never ever move in one way unless you are having some kind of war condition, any pandemic rise, any earthquake, any like a tsunami just like hit some countries. So rather than that, market always move in waves. If it's just like continuously going in some direction, it should have to be take rest, should have to be create some support or resistance, should have to be create some structure, then you can give your trade a chance there. If you are having any kind of news, like a strong news data came out, or any kind of some kind of structure that sorry, any kind of pandemic crisis like appear there, you got some tweet by the Trump, then you're taking sell here by depending on the volume, that makes sense. But when it just like happen, it just like happen rarely. Why not to adopt something which you just like going to be faced on a daily basis? So yeah, I think this makes sense. So now the 50 minute can just like close with a small body, this kind of breaking above this high. Yeah, it makes sense. It's an impulse entry again in a trend, but I don't know why, but it just like did not create it a bottom wick, man. It just like did not create it a bottom wick. It makes sense. It's an impulse entry. It's the same impulse entry which is like took here. So depending on the volume here, taking execution, but should have to be create a bottom wick. Then if it's like going to break above this high, so you are having clean traffic on the left hand side, so it makes sense. But should have a bottom wick. Should have a bottom wick. It's an impulse entry in trend actually. Sometime I see that you take trades on the same big candle. I have been observing your real trades, and I would like to know under what conditions you decided to enter a trade on such strong. Yeah, I just like told you that when there's like a strong, very strong, and a higher volume there. Rather than that, I just like wait for the structure to be formed. So Musa just like sent me some chart here, something he just like tried. So wow, what is this? Took a buy. If you took up, you just like use a dynamic risk here. Am I right? Use a dynamic risk when it was just like retracing down. Very risky, buddy, but very nice. So in this situation, I would like to see a candle should have to be create a wick, and then if it's just like going to break above this small body handle high, it's mean there's like a volume which will push it to the upside. So can I grab center portion somewhere here, some position there to like grab some money? But it just like didn't create a bottom wick. Like this is something I just like need to worried about. Yes. Man, now I am just like feeling my fast right now, continuously speaking. So wow, impulse entry, wow, it's just like going in someone favor actually here. Impulse entry, very nice. I think so. If someone just like in this trade, should have to be secure some position at somewhere here, like somewhere here, 51 nearby 5190, something like that. Yeah, should have to be create a week. That will be more better. Just I did not even create a week and break above this high. So if it just like didn't create a week, it could be a probability because if there's like a volume, Now there is no business of this candle to come down and break its own low. Now it should be continuously pushing upside. You are having clean traffic, tradable range, volume time, impulse entry showing volume. So no business of this candle to come down to create a wick actually. So if someone just like executed somewhere here, stop loss should be somewhere here. That's it. And as it's just like reach nearby this area, I would say it's close at least like a 50% or 90% position, bring stop loss at break even. So uh, what if current candle close bearish and the next 1 week's down and breaks up bullish? Acha, I already answered this one. Can we send chart entry on YouTube chat? No, you can't send it. For that, you just like need to join Market Fluidity University. What if candle close with long rejection? Bullish candle with small body? Nothing then. Wait for the structure to be formed. Session trend is when last session was bearish over bullish, like for example, consecutive red candles makes the trend bullish bearish, and similarly vice versa. Oh, you just like answering someone. Very tiny wick, yeah, very tiny wick. It's almost like little to no wick actually. So if there's like a volume, there is no business of this current candle now to come back to create a wick. It should be keep pushing upside. The way it just like going upside, I would say. So where I just like place my the above arrow, the last one, you guys should have to be secure some position like 50-90%, something like that. That makes sense. Even you know what? If you just like getting scary, it's just like right now going in your favor 25 pips, you can now bring your stop loss at break even, or even just like close 50% position here. If you just like close 50% position right at this support and keeping your stop loss somewhere here, you know what, even if you just like come down and hit your stop loss, you're not gonna lose anything there. So you can also manage the risk in this way. If you just like wanted to hold with the trade, like with the complete stop loss, secure 50% position here and leave the rest with the same stop loss. It will be work like as a break even. Make sense? This also makes sense. So it can be either ways. The impulse candle should be small body and small wick. Why? Because it's lower time frame. It shows consolidation. It's just like dropping the volume. Simple. Don't get into some kind of any kind of overthinking. Just like a small candle means it's just like drop the volume. If it's just like drop the volume, then there's no business of next candle to break the high of the small body candle. If it is like broke above the high, there's a probability it's having volume in it. If you're having clean traffic, tradable range, volume, impulse entry, here you go. Still getting scared. Lower the load size, still getting scared. It's just like when 25 pips in your favor, close 50% position, bring your stop loss somewhere here at a break even. If you just like wanted to hold this trade and wanted to place your stop loss with the same situation, so keep your stop loss where it is right now standing. And yeah, look at this one. It's like going in your favor right now. Wow. So impulse entry again, again impulse entry, again impulse entry. Drop the volume. It's just like happened with the 30-minute time frame. It's just like happening with the 50-minute time frame. Yeah, close 50%, close 90%, whatever suits you. So I have another question, if you don't mind. No, I'm just like not gonna know. During Ramzan, I noticed you are taking trades in the Asian session, but Raja usually says that London and New York sessions are the best. Could you please explain why you are taking in the Asian session? यार जबरान एशियन सेशन पे मैं इफ्तार सहरी के लिए उठा होता हूँ, तो अक्सर चार्ट पे बैठ देख लेता हूँ, तो मोबाइल पे ही एंजॉय कर लेता हूँ उसको, वरना मैं एशियन नहीं करता. It doesn't suits me. I never ever do like Asian session, but that time I'm just like awake for the सहरी actually. So look at this one. If someone just like secure 90%, 50%, they're not gonna lose anything. Realistically, they're not gonna lose anything. Still, they can hold their trades with a break even or with the same stop loss, whatever suits you. because the candle just like didn't create a bottom wick, like no little to no wick. So should be adopt the market in the same with the same condition actually. Still it's just like still didn't hit the break even actually. You know what? Still it just like did not hit the break even. Still, if you are in a position, you can close 50%, man. You can close 50% position. Close 50%, 90%. There are different scenario you can manage the risk. Close 50%, 90%, bring stop loss at break even. Close 50%, wanted to hold trade until this TP. Close at least 50%, bring stop loss at break even, or close 50%, bring stop loss, keep stop loss somewhere here. You're not gonna lose anything without losing any money. Any money you can be a part of your holding trade, or you can close 90%, leave the rest with the stop loss, or close 90%, leave the rest with the break even. You are having like a lot of like the risk management scenarios with you. Rather it's all just like your choice actually. Cash, did you trade today? Yeah, buddy. Just like took two trades here. I just like grab 360 pips. Here I just like grab like 130 pips. This is something I just like took during the live stream actually. This trade, impulse entry using a 30-minute impulse entry, close like 90% at 40 pips, and rest I have just like close like 130 35 pips. And this is the second scenario we are having here. So 5 minutes left for the candle to be closed. What is this? Oh, it's a chart. I just like explained it. I close all position. Very nice, Musa. You won something? I think so. Are you not trading your bigger accounts? I am doing, but doing less actually. I'm trying to flip this small account. You know what? We'll see if I can make it like a 50K to 100K in a year. Let's see. Or if I'm just like going to be get any issue from my banks or any kind of government, then I will again bring it back to $5,000 for the educational purpose. So Musa, what you just like grab there, buddy? You close your position. What is your bigger? What is your capital in bigger account? It's irrelevant. It's my personal thing actually. Why I just like need to tell you. It's irrelevant. It's irrelevant. You know what? Doesn't matter what account size I'm using. If structure just like working out in this small account, it will work out in the same way on the higher capital. Same thing. It will react in the same way. Market doesn't worry about what lot size you are using there. It should have to be moved in the same way. I'll just like need to see like the confirmations, candles, structure, and here you go. Doesn't matter what lot size you are using, whether it's 100 lots or whether it's just like 0.01, it will work out in the same way. Yeah. Wow, look at this one. There's 3 minutes left for this 30-minute and 50-minute candle to be closed. Just like close, I would say 50% position, close like a 90% position, whatever suits you. I just like told you many ways to manage the risk in this situation. I told you many ways. So yeah, just like 2 minutes left for this 30-minute candle to be closed. Wow, it's just like going to be tapped to the area where you should close at least like 90%. And again, if this current candle going to be closed with no upper wick, and again you are holding your trade and without closing even partial, so I would say someone must be a dumb person who cannot understand the market actually. They must be having some debts on their self. They must be here to pay some bills. They must be having some kind of a psychological issue, because market just like offering you money right now and you are the one who just like not taking it by not managing the risk. Even though I have been watching Raja since he lived in Canada, And Raja is the teacher and Cass is his student. I feel like I learn a lot more from Cass stream nowadays. No, actually, buddy, whatever I'm just like offering you right now, whatever I'm just like telling you, whatever education I'm just like showing off here, it's all straight coming from Raja, bro. So yeah, it's a copy of him. So I would say I would just like gonna give this credit to Raja bro who just like always stand by me to just like support me in my journey. So I really love him. He's just like as a brother to me and a teacher as well. So yeah, look at this one. A dumb person who just like did not secure some position must be right now crying at some moment. I love your loyalty for the Raja bro. Actually, at our position, we just like no need to worry about the money. Actually, we just like need loyalty. We just like need loyal people. Actually, only money can be generated anytime, anywhere. Because now we are having skill with us. So never ever the money will never ever come between Raja bro and me. I think so. I don't know about the future, but I think so. It's just like not gonna like broke this bound. So, Salam sir, can you please share the live stream timing these days? London session will be like हुनैन मुगल अगर पाकिस्तान से हैं आप तो मैं आपको पाकिस्तानी टाइम में बता देता हूँ पाकिस्तानी टाइम पे जो लंदन लाइव स्ट्रीम हुआ करेगी वो होती है 12:30 बजे और जो एन वाई स्ट्रीम होती है क्योंकि यहाँ पे उस वक्त इफ्तार का टाइम होता है तो वो स्ट्रीम टाइमिंग जो सी है वो है 4 बजे की 4 बजे 4 PM बिकॉज ऑफ रमज़ान और अगर फ्राइडे में अगर मैं स्ट्रीम करूँगा तो डैट विल बी लाइक 12 PM on a Friday because on a Ramzan that will be the time of Juma prayer as well. So yeah. All right. See this one, man. Wow. 30 minutes just like closed with a small body. You know what? I can see something cooking behind the scene actually. If a candle going to break above this side just like gonna fill this range, but if this candle just like going to be close below this previous candle low, next candle create a wick and it will start continuously pushing downside, that will be also like a counter rate structure if this current candle. And now you just like need to understand there's like 30 minutes left for the opening of NY session. So whenever there's like a few minutes left for the opening of session, I try to avoid the chart. It could be like start doing consolidation on coin, might be going to be create some structure, and then with the opening of NY it will start going towards that direction. Yeah, so I'm just like heading off now. It's been like almost like 1 hour 30 minutes. We're just like doing live stream, just like a beautiful execution, just like took here impulse entry same as it is using a 30-minute structure. Looking at the 50-minute structure here, it's just like in the same way where market just like went 30 for 39 40 pips in your favor. So looking at 30-minute where we just like executed, it just like had a small body candle, then there's no business of next candle to break the low of the small body. If it just like broke the low, it's mean there's like having a volume. So we just like grab this opportunity, grab our chunks. Doesn't matter market now going upside, doesn't matter market if it start falling from this area and continuously pushing downside. I don't give a damn. I would say I just like grab my chunks. I done with my day. I just like need to close the chart. That's it. Like if I'm just like doing some job and I just like complete my like a daily hours on a job, will I just like gonna still sitting in my office? Definitely, I'm not gonna sit in the office. I will just like going towards my home. So here I just like done with my day. So just like need to go to my home. So we'll see you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow is Thursday. Is it Thursday tomorrow? Yeah, it's Thursday tomorrow. Sir, how to trade with this current scenario? Wait for the candle to be closed now. You know what? Even this candle just like going to be closed below this current candle low with the opening of NY. If the next candle create a wick and break this low, there's a probability it could continuously pushing to the downside. Yeah, just like need to wait. It could be a counter trade structure going to be present there. If a candle just like going to be close below this support area. this is the resistance, I think so, just like going to be formed. So it's like very important now because there's like few minutes left for this candle to be closed. Just like few minutes left for the candle to be closed. I'm just like gonna place my resistance after getting the closure candle actually. Till that, it's like need to wait how this candle is like going to be closed. So we'll see you guys tomorrow at 2:30 a.m. Eastern. That will be great. 2:30 a.m. Eastern, Pakistani time, like 12:30 p.m. So till that, be safe, be careful, wait for the proper structure to be formed. Don't try to force yourself for the execution if there's like nothing on the chart which you actually wanted to see. So stay tuned, be blessed, take care, and bye bye. Hopefully, it's just like a very educational stream for you guys. So just like share it with your friends and family. Take care, bye bye.